Good morning, good evening, beautiful people. Welcome back again to my channel. So today it's a Saturday evening. So yeah, I came up to the idea to bring up the topic that our topic is what scares you most about the future. So Ryan Hampel, shout out to you. Welcome to my channel. So thank you very much for being here. How are you doing, Ryan? Mm, good to have you in the house. Let me just try to figure out to put our music on. Where's my music here? And hang on. Plus. That's us. Oh, yeah, there we go. Ambience. Hey, si Chisila Labs. Thank you very much for being here. How are you? Can you guys hear me well? Thank you sa Tusok Labs, Lacy. To change your profile picture, hey, si Chisi. Loud and clear. Thank you, Lalabs. I like this music. I got to go to the chill instead. Saan ka pala, Bebe Labs? Sa Pinas ka ba or somewhere? Ernst Vlog, Bebe Labs, shout out. You wanna join me in the panel, Ernst Vlog? Harang. Get out from the harang, Lalabs. Ernst Vlog, paano ba mag-share ng screen? Let me drop this. Bebe Labs, if you wanna join me, here's the panel. Akyat ka, Bebe Labs. Come on up, join me. Parang nararamdaman ko yung mukha kong nagka-crack. Whoop whoop, elephant. You wanna come up? Come join me in the panel and teach me how to do this share screen. I still don't know how to share the screen. You catch me again, Viking. I don't know how to do the share screen here. What are you doing, Viking? I said J, it's not I. It's not I there, it's J. Why you don't have tail? Can you guys hear me? I be here not to be late. Stalker. Stalker. Ah, what happened now? It's gone. Where's my caption now? Alright, what happened to there now? What happened to my music? It's kicked out. My music kicked out. Ah, hang on, let me change that. Uh, I put that instead. And I have to use this. What happened to my music? It's gone. Am I mute? Am I mute, guys? Am I mute? What happened? Am I mute? I don't know what happened. Guys, am I mute? Can you guys let me know if I'm mute? How come Bud said I'm muted? You're trying to play me. Bud, how come he said he cannot hear me? And my music is not working for some reason. Come on now. I hear someone coming up, but Mark through it. Mark through it, shout out.
Howdy, howdy.
How are you doing, Sunrise?
Ain't
You are
even like a hair
using
in a biscuit.
you are using a sunrise avatar.
Yeah, it's morning here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no wonder you are having this beautiful sunrise. So, would you like to say something about the topic? Mark Druid, you are in the hot seat.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you didn't know you are not in the hot seat.
Yeah, I better go get the.
You don't know that you are in the hot seat. Whoever wanna try to come up in the panel, meaning to say you are in the hot seat. Okay,
Yeah,
here's the topic, guys. What
I
scare you
forgot
more?
to look at the
What
top.
scare you the most about the future?
Yeah, about that for a while.
Why is that you have to take? I thought you was ready before you come on the panel. You should be ready before you come up in the panel.
Yeah,
You
I
having
don't
a
know.
bit. You having a bit echo there, Mark.
Oh, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know what. You're the only thing I got going on.
Can you try if your YouTube is still on? You have to mute your YouTube if you have it on. Interesting.
I,
Owen, shout out. Yeah, that is our
I just,
topic, Owen. What scare you the most about the future?
yeah, my YouTube is muted.
Okay, you're good now. You're good to go. Okay,
Okay.
you're good to go, Mark Druid.
Okay. Oh, no, I guess my little sister, her husband's been dying for a little while. She might go crazy. I got to take care of her.
So is that what you scare about future?
Yeah, she's. Yeah,
Other than that, is there any?
well, way the world's going, I mean, they don't look too
Not
damn
seeing my daughter
promising.
go with her family. Right. Oh, from Owen, he said here, not seeing daughter grow with her family. That's what he said. That's what he shared. You want to say something more about that one, Owen, to make it more clear? Is your daughter living somewhere? Anything else that you guys scared about future? What about the pandemic? Aren't you have this scary feeling that this pandemic will never end?
Yeah, they'll come out with something else after this COVID virus. If you look at history, I mean, they've been cut with viruses, for a long time. I mean, it's just something the drug companies make money off of. I seen a video the other day that it showed you how these politicians and these manufacturers make money. I mean, these arms dealers, you know, made money off the Iraq War and other wars. I mean, nobody's getting rich except the politicians and the manufacturers of the stuff. You know,
Is it?
being a
Don't. Okay, hang on about this one. Let's read about the message. Living out of the wheelchair timing of today because I'm going to the meditate for a half hours listening the book and Cheshire book that never made into the Bible. All right. Uh, is it? I didn't know about this one. Viking, don't talk about the word illness. It makes them delete your channel. Okay, stop about that. But we've been talking about this pandemic. It's been quite long. I had this topic before about what will you gonna do if the pandemic's over, this and that. That is what Tom said before. He lost his another channel because talking about that. Okay, let's stop about that. Let's just talk about another thing. Why don't you come up, Viking, in the panel? Well, my daughter will have a family and grow into bigger family. I'll be long going when it happens. Oh, okay, I understand now. You will be long gone when it's happened. That's what you mean. Mark Druitt, you still have this echo. Tom, thank you very much for the super chat.
maybe I need
Um,
to just turn my volume down because it's
yeah, yeah, your volume. Maybe try that. I'm scared and ready about the zombie apocalypse. I'm excited. I'm in a phone call. All right, Viking. Hello, amazing chat. Amazing people in the chat from Amorfati. Oh, Cowboy is in the panel. He is here. Yeah, maybe it's time for you, Amorfati, to join the panel too.
yeah. Come on up there.
Anything else, guys, that you're afraid about future? What will
Cowgirl.
happen in the future? So how did you came up of calling Amorfati as a cowgirl?
She's talking about my hat that I wore on my birthday, and
Oh, that was it?
she started calling me cowboy, so I started her calling her cowgirl.
I see. Oh well. What about you, Bud? Are you still there, Bud? You wanna join the panel to get into the hot seat? It's dark there as well. Did you cut your mustache? You cut your beard. Mark through it. Where did you hide? You cut your beard.
Nice.
You cut your
Don't
beard.
just make a rope.
You just open your camera to show you don't have your beard anymore. You cut it off. Show us
Well, I
more.
got that.
Come closer. Oh no, you did not cut it off. You just I thought you cut it off. You just make it roll. That's unique. I like
I
to call him cowboy. Wow, he is. Showed me again his cowboy hat. I have not combed my hair. Come on, Buzz. Or maybe, come on, come up here. Show us the turkeys and the vegetables. Aren't you afraid that you are losing the farm, Buzz? That could be one scary losing your farm, huh? I'm scared myself. I'm scared that there is a typhoon again and the rice field will be ruined by the
There,
typhoon. That's a good one. I
I got
thought
my
you.
son brother on this one.
Oh, where is friend girl? You should invite her in the panel this time. What is her name again? I forgot her name. What is her name again, Margaret?
That's Matt's my buddy's friend from Uruguay.
Yeah,
Um,
what is her name again? I forgot her name.
Miana or something like that. Mian or I don't know. Starts with
Come
a
on,
M.
buds. Don't make excuse now. Come up in the funnel. Join us.
Yeah, she she texted me the other day
Is she?
wanting to Matt Matt's phone broke and he's one of those gamers that does that game stuff. So
Hmm.
he was gonna get killed, but she was gonna tell him to put his shield or something up in the game, and but
Hello,
his
Mads Vlog.
phone died.
Anything else that you are scared the most about the future, Mark? Is there any?
Oh, well, I'm not really scared about anything. I just gotta
Really? You're not scared for anything?
live it one day at a time. I mean, what can you do?
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't usually get scared until it's right up on top of me. Kind of
Mads Vlog, shout
instantaneous.
out. What about you? What about you, Bud? What scares you the most about future? Aren't you scared for anything? Am I scared of losing? Am I scared that losing my mother? I don't know what will happen to us without my mother. Or maybe she may not do lots of work now, but I can't imagine myself without my mother.
I've been scared of stuff in the past, but it's just,
That's one thing that I'm scared about future, that I know that my mother is getting older, and that scares me the most too. Can't imagine myself or our lives without my mother.
yeah, I know how that feels.
Monk, shout out! Music and sound is in the house too. Shout out to you.
Music.
Hi Mark, music sounds sad. Me too. I don't want anything to happen to mom. That is a case scary for me. Well, my mommy doesn't work that much now, but still. How's everyone's Saturday? Yeah, it's not much far away hour. I mean, we've been talking earlier, like 6 hours ago, I think. You
Yeah.
wanna come up here, Monk? I'm not scared of losing my family member because I know it will happen. I know we follow them. Yeah, but I prefer to be gone before any one of my family is gone. I can't imagine myself to say bye bye again once again. I've lost one of my family. That's my brother, my eldest brother, and it's not easy of losing someone in the family. That scares me the most. Losing someone in my family is it's killing me. Balut
Yeah,
John is in the house. Shout out to you, Balut John.
I lost my older sister beginning of this pandemic. Before they even knew it was a virus or whatever. She
The temporary loss as well. Meet up again and the other side. We are all internal begins. They are from music and sound. Oh, monk is a monk. So I think he's. Are you also a philosophy monk? Can you come up in the panel? You don't have to. You don't have to show yourself. You can just close your camera. Could you come up in the panel? Music sounds great to see you again from Bads. Why are you guys? Why are the Bads are afraid to come up in the panel these days? I don't get it.
comb your hair,
And
bud.
also maybe yeah, I tried to bring them up, but they don't like to come up. I don't know what happened to my music. It's not working this time. Dun, 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 dun. It's not working. My music is not working. For me, leaving my son, he is 5 years old. Now my wife is 30 years old. I'm 58. 58 years old. Oh, that scares you the most, leaving your son. Yeah, that's the problem, right, guys? If you're having a child at your age, I could relate to that. That's why I don't want to have child anymore. I'm just eating my lunch, having a vegan pizza, but I will join. Yes, thank you. I will be waiting for that one more. Okay, so here you go. When you read the book Memento Mori, you understand what is death from Amor Fati. I should read about that one then. I will comb my hair first. Come on, buds. You have lots of excuses. Viking also have an excuse today. Mm,
I got a nephew who's going to college in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky.
uh-huh.
And if you listen to the local news in Kentucky, there are always some stupid people
Hey,
doing
Monk.
stupid things.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good.
Hey,
Thank you
Mark.
very much for joining the panel.
No, you're welcome.
So,
Interesting topic.
oh yeah, I tried to bring a topic tonight because this afternoon I didn't have a topic, so it's good to have a topic for tonight.
Yeah. How's you, Mark? You good? Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you too.
So, how's your pizza, Monk?
It's good. I got my last slice left.
What toppings did you put there as a vegetarian?
Black olives,
Yeah,
mushrooms, peppers, tomatoes, cheese. Uh, yeah, nice.
That's cool.
that
Right.
beer is
So
I
real,
put
that
you there, Mark, through it.
fish is
you asked if
real.
I'm a monk.
Uh, should I call
That's
you
what,
Monk or Chris?
now call me Chris. That's my name, but my surname.
Okay.
Uh, I'm monk by name, but not by nature.
All right.
I'm not an
Okay.
official monk. No,
Hey,
Okay.
I'm
So
definitely not
I'm
holy.
gonna put I'm gonna put you first in the hot seat, Chris. What
No,
scares you the most about the future?
nothing.
There's nothing you scared about the future, like
Me personally, I'm not scared of anything happening in the future for me. For others, I'm scared. People I love and trust, and people I want to see do well. I'm worried for. I mean, current situation. I'm worried where humanity's going right now because it's not looking good. But we won't go on that topic too much. But I don't really worry about me because I'm already, you know, okay with my life and what's happened and where I'm at right now. And every each day is a bonus. So, but for my young Filipina and stepson and her family, and other members in my family, that's the people I worry about, not so much myself.
are you saying you have a stepson?
Yeah, my Filipina girlfriend's got a 5-year-old son.
Right, so good to know you have a Filipino girlfriend. Have you had got a chance to meet your Filipino girlfriend?
No, we've been friends for 10 years. We
Ten
tried a
years and you
relation.
haven't.
No, no, let me explain. 10 years ago, we met online and we tried to get a relationship going. We started with an LDR. I was planning on going over to meet her, and then me not understanding the culture and the cultural differences and being a impatient foreigner, uh, um, communication was problem. She speaks perfectly good English, but it's just the cultural differences and the communication breakdowns between the cultures that frustrated me more than it did her. But she had some frustration, so we never actually got a relationship going. It was a very short-lived relationship, and we remained friends. And then she met somebody else and had a child, and I met somebody else and had a relationship for about 5 years, and then that ended.
Mhm.
And then we started talking again and got closer again, and then we said, should we give this another go? And we've been in a relationship for 3 years now, and that was just before the start of all this rubbish. And I was planning on going to meet her, and then obviously everything got locked down, and we've not been stuck for the last 2 years in an LDR option only. So,
Alright,
but as soon as it's up and running and able to go, I'm gonna go.
go. Alright. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that you have an LDR thing.
Yeah, yeah, we've been together for a while, but
Okay,
I
can
don't
you guys,
I don't put it
can
out
you
too
guys,
much.
mm-hmm. Can you guys give me a chance to say hello to people just came in? Simply Aqua, shout out to you, baby loves. Thank you very much for being here. And Heart, thank you very much for being here, guys. All right.
Miss Hart,
So, yeah,
Aqua.
Heart is here and Aqua is here as well. So, have you done, guys? I mean, what about Viking? Aren't you ready to come up in the panel? And Buds, are you still combing your hair? So, you two gentlemen, anything else that you scared about future?
You ain't got that
No.
much hair there. You got it done by now.
Hmm. All right. So, can we move on to another question?
Oh, just questions and answers.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Buds and
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 Viking,
Viking.
yeah,
Yeah,
Viking Bud, get your butts up here. Let's have a conversation.
yeah. I'm trying to get them both in the panel so I ask. Can I mean, so I can ask them a question.
Mm.
I'm going to ask a funny question later. Okay. Here's the thing as well that. I mean, I don't want to bring up a question about relationship, but since you mentioned it that you are in a long distance relationship with a Filipino. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's my question: you Westerner people, I mean guys, Why do you think most of you, as a Westerner, guys are preferred to be with Asian women than with a Westerner girls?
Mm.
Aren't you at least afraid that, because like you said, the previous one that you had is you had this issue of communication that you again I mean, aren't you afraid or scared that it's going to be the same?
No, because I learned from that.
Okay.
Um, I've uh, Mary Ann is my current girlfriend. Her she was the first Asian girl that I had a relationship or started a relationship with 10 years ago. But since we didn't make that work the first time round, I then met a Taiwanese girl, and she came over to England. She was in England studying to be a lawyer. She was at university here doing a degree in law, and I've had a relationship with her quite fine, and also had another relationship with another Taiwanese girl prior to that. Just a brief.
So
Uh,
sounds like you're all having an Asian.
yeah,
Uh,
I don't date Western women. I've had many Western women relationships in the past, and they've all failed. And for me
so
personally, I prefer to an Asian girl. Asian women are more appealing to me.
what is it? Tell me again. What is the differences about the Westerner girls compared to an Asian?
Well, personally speaking, for me, it's just that they're not as crazy as the Western women I've dated in the past when it comes to their attitude of what relationships is about. Um, they don't ring me every 5 minutes. Where are you? What you doing? Why aren't you home on time? You finish work at 6. It's 10 past. Where are you? Don't get any of that problems with an Asian woman. They're not that way
Oh, really?
inclined. Until I'm not saying there isn't ones like that, but the ones that I've dated and have been involved with, I haven't had that problem.
That's
So
cool.
that's a big difference. That's a big plus for me.
Right. What about you, Mark Druid?
I, I gave
Your
up on
voice is
West.
very far away now.
I gave up on West. When my last one, she
You give up. You give up when it comes to woman, Mark
yeah,
Druid.
she ran me through the ringer. Yeah, yeah, $20,000 later, and yeah, I had to pay her to get out of the house. So here, it didn't take her long to get out either.
Okay.
She was gone like 3 days.
So
She took the money and ran.
That sounds familiar,
I'm
Mark.
still friends with her son. I mean,
so
he
Monk,
comes
here's my.
over once
If
in a
you
while. We
can
shoot.
turn back. Oh, and sorry about Mark Druid. I don't know. You're still talking. You are far away to your phone. I cannot hear you very well.
Uh, I'm still friends with
Can you come
her
closer?
son. Come closer. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, let me get that. I'm still friends with her son. He comes over and um, we shoot rifles and pistols or whatever, target practice. Yeah. She had a daughter, but they were living with me. Her and her two kids from shoot. They were for 13 years, and she got in trouble with drugs and stuff, and in like 7 years when she 7 years later after they were living with me, she told me that her past relationship or that my girlfriend was in that the guy molested her daughter and before I met him, and it just you know she had emotional troubles and she got into drugs and in high school and she I went home to for Christmas one year and she ran away from home and about 2 weeks later after Christmas she OD'd. Some punks gave her a fentanyl patch and she ate it and she OD'd on fentanyl. She didn't even have the chance to turn 17, I mean, well, I think she didn't have the chance to turn 18, before
Mm.
punks, got into, just.
Okay, here's the second question, guys. I mean, the third one. Here. If you could go back in time, what is one situation you would do differently?
Mm,
Where do I start? There's quite a few actually.
Hmm?
yeah.
There's quite a few I'd do differently. I definitely wouldn't date the previous exes that I've dated. I wouldn't waste my time.
Oh,
Um,
yeah?
I think I think I wouldn't have made certain career choices that I made and done some things different. Um, I wish I could turn back the clock with the same mindset I have now, because wow, be totally different. But yeah, many things. But there's a couple for you.
What is the best thing? I mean, the
That,
most.
I would never,
That cigarette. That cigarette that you
I wish
want
I
to.
never started. I was like
Yeah, I used to be a smoker.
14 when I started, so.
It
Hang on, Mark, through it.
took me loads of attempts to get off the cigarettes. I finally did it. But it's
Oh, there
difficult.
you go. Chris said he managed to stop his cigarette. So how did you
Cigarette and
stop?
drink. Well, God, how long have I not smoked now? It's been over 10 years. I just weaned myself off of it. It took me 6 or 7 attempts, mind, but I eventually did it. It was just a health choice. I started noticing a lot of problems with my health, and especially my breathing. And I didn't like the feeling, so I just had to bite the bullet and go through the cold turkey. And tried it 6 times prior, but always went back because of the addiction and hanging around friends that smoke, and you smell the smell and you just can't help yourself. But yeah, I did it in the end because I had to, and it's one of the best things I ever did was get off there.
So maybe you could give some tip to Mark through it.
Not really. No, I'm not. There's no tips to giving up smoking. It's just willpower and having the. It's
You gotta
about your
want to
own
quit.
personal willpower and getting over your addictions. It's a very personal thing for everyone that does it. So, we've all got our
It's,
demons.
it's not like you can just quit.
No, it's it. It's
It's a
an
little more
addiction,
difficult.
and yeah, it's an addiction. Plus, it's for some, it's just it's an everyday thing. I used to smoke at one point. I was going through about 40 fags in one day.
4 packs?
No, 2 packs of 20, 40 cigarettes a day.
Oh, okay.
But I started when I
And
was
actually,
14, 14 till in mid 30s.
Right.
I was
So
about
do my
36 when I
father.
quit. Mm,
So do my
mm.
father also. He's smoker. He cannot stop.
Yeah. Don't give them too
We've
hard of a
been,
time. It ain't easy. My
we've been
dad smoked. My granddad smoked, so it's kind of like a
okay.
family thing.
Okay, here's another thing that goes to the first question here, guys. What about aren't you? I mean, here's the. It's for you, Margaret. Aren't you scared that one day that you know you will get a cancer because of smoking?
No, I'm not scared about it.
Yes, bud. Lady, try to think of the question.
Now, some people can, I've seen people that haven't smoked a day in their life and got lung cancer. So, and some people smoke all their lives and don't even get cancer. It just depends on the person's, um, DNA.
It's true. It's true. I lost an ex-girlfriend to cancer. She was 36. She didn't smoke.
Yeah.
All right, I would have went to a big college before having kids. From Baluchan. I hit wrong button, crazy me. What button? What question are you thinking about? Bud said here, Lady Li, trying to think of the question. Ah, it take. Are we trying to dry everyone's brain about the question here? It's very easy, guys. You just share what you think about it. I mean, just think on yourself. Bebe loves Tara. I mean, Deborah. Thank you very much, Bebe loves, for being here. Are you connected to Deborah, Chris?
No, I'm not. No.
Maybe type hashtag JPita so she can check you out. Here, if you're not connected to Deborah yet. Deborah is a very nice girl. She is very supportive. She is Brett's girlfriend. If you know who is Brett yet, I think
Yeah, I know. I know Brett.
you've seen
Brett knows
Brett
me. Yeah.
several times here as well.
Yeah, Brett and Deborah.
What about you, John? Would you like to join us here in the panel? What's wrong with Viking? Why he don't want to join the panel this time?
Yeah, he's out smoking.
Yeah, maybe he's busy. I'm going to jump down shortly anyway because I'm going to carry on. I'm mid flow of doing stuff, music.
Oh, I see. You're doing your music now.
Yeah, I'm doing a couple of more music videos. Just getting ahead of myself, so I'm not
Message.
like.
I've seen that. I just see your message after the dinner, and I'm very glad to know that you have all those. Uh,
Yeah, the
what is?
yoga
I said I'm in
meditations
a phone.
music.
Yeah, I like those to goes to yoga because I'm just trying to figure out how to do my yoga workout because it's not easy to do it alone. You need someone to take the video. It's not nice if you just do it by yourself.
Can't you use a
Has to
tripod?
move.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
got to hook
mean,
up with
you need to.
Miss Hart and do it online. Together.
Yeah, she's doing great. I cannot do that.
Yeah,
I
you could
cannot do
both.
my yoga in front of live stream
You could
for
do a
some reason.
restream. You could do a live stream like this and have you, Hart, and other people that do yoga, and all of you do yoga on screen, and we can come in and comment and chat with you while you do it.
Oh, yeah, right. Then how can we focus on the chat if you are doing your yoga thing?
No, you don't have to focus on the chat. You just do your thing, and we can chat amongst ourselves. Those that are in the chat. That's what I mean. We understand you got to focus on the om. You know.
Yeah, right. Then we got no
Well, you,
idea that you guys are making fun of us already. They are talking about the position, this and that, and the poses. I can't do that myself.
Well, just an idea. You could, or
Yeah,
if you
but
just want to do it privately, you could do a private uh, stream, just you uh, and Hart maybe, or someone else that does yoga.
oh yeah. No,
That
I
will
prefer
give
to
you
do it.
encouragement. You know,
I prefer to do it if someone will gonna take a video for me, and I will just do
get
it
Viking
as a
involved.
playback.
Get Viking
Hmm?
involved. Get Viking to do it with you, or Bud.
Yeah, right, right. I need someone in real for real, in person, of course. It's not easy to do it.
I tell you what would be a good
You
stream
know
if you've
what I
got the
mean?
good signal is on when you go on your
It's
runs.
not
You get on them hilltops overlooking Hong Kong.
the yoga, you mean?
Do the yoga up there, yeah. Take your mats with you, and you and some others go up there and do a yoga session up
I
there.
do sometimes.
Record it.
But
That would be cool. Mm.
actually, it's not easy. I did several
Get a
times
cup.
too.
Oh,
John,
okay.
John
Yeah, that's cool.
involved in what, Monk? Monk, is it involved on what? In what?
I was saying, you Viking, you could do some yoga. Be her yoga partner, so she's got someone else to do yoga with.
Oh, that's your son, John. Big hug to your son.
Merritt, say hi.
Hey, little one.
Hey, John.
Oh, hi. I had to quit smoking.
So, where's your location at this time, John? I know that you keep on moving different places.
Yeah, we're still trying to move in. We just moved here in Bakersfield, California,
Right.
because
You
North
got a
Dakota
nice
is too
place
cold.
there.
Yeah, North Dakota is too cold. And my shoulders hurt too much.
Oh, that's why you moved there.
Yeah, they hurt really a lot in the winter.
Yeah, I'd be sexy in yoga pants.
My son's waiting for the sun to come up so he can go swimming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's first time he's at a swimming pool.
How's the weather there? Is it warm?
Yeah, it's been around 90, or last week it was 100, a couple days, 106.
Let's go. He said he is in the phone, but he is chatting down there. He just don't wanna be in the hot seat. That's why.
yeah, I've been to Bakersfield once. It was a job there,
Yes. Yes, he's in the
and
house.
I was a courier.
Shout out to you. To those who wanna, if you guys want to promote your channel, you know what you have to do. Just have to type hashtag JB. Okay. Bud said here, John, great to see you. I love the song Streets of Bakerfields and
I
Dwight Come.
got my
I'm writing
lifesaver.
on the computer. Okay, Viking, I'm not repeat it again. I'm not going to force you again to come up. I asked you once, twice, three times. That's enough. If you wanna join, just click the banner there. I mean, just oh, that's cool. That's cool.
It
You have
lights up at
swimming
night.
pool there. That's very
The duck
cool.
lights up at night. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that looks
fun.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's 106 or 90s, you need that pool.
Mm-hmm. It's hot here, but it's getting it's changing a bit the weather here in Hong Kong because now it's September. I'm pretty sure by end of September it's getting chilly here as well in Hong Kong. Yes, kid. Aww. Can you, oh my god, that's cute mouse shark. Baby shark. Baby shark. Okay, anything else guys that you want to say about the okay, it's your turn there, John. If you can turn back time, what would be the difference? Could make it I mean, you think there could be much a better life if you could go back time and change everything here. If you could go back in time, what is one situation you would do differently?
Listen to my parents.
Are you saying you didn't listen to your parents before?
I always thought I knew everything, but I listened to them. But I take I talk to them a lot more. Talk
Yeah,
to them a
shout
lot
out to
more.
you.
Yeah, everything like that. I just
Hmm. Shanti.
Right, well, I'm going to say goodbye. I need to jump down and do some bits. So it's been
Right,
fun. Just
sure,
wanted to come and
sure.
say hello.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thank you
letting me
very
up.
much, Monk, for joining the hot seat panel. Thank you
You're
very much.
welcome. Have a good one, guys. I'll still be in the
Uh,
background in the chat.
yeah, sure. Yeah. Check it out. If
thank
you know
you.
that some people are not connected to you, try to communicate with them. Then maybe they can connect it to you as well.
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, take care, guys.
But seems like you not
Yeah.
understand what I write. What did you write there? I know you said you're in the call. You're in the phone call. Connect to Shanti. Okay. There you go. Shanti is just drop his link, guys. If you wanna be connected to Shanti Uber. Yeah, shout out, Baby Loves. Yeah, yet. Yet you wanna join the panel, Baby Loves? Anything else here? Okay, you've shared about what you scare about the future before, right? And yeah, and the second one you said you should listen to your parents. Didn't you listen to your parents before, John Baker?
Yeah, I did, but I should have. I should have listened more.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I used to take care of my mom.
Did you try to cross their lines?
No, I was no, I did. I always did what they said, but I should have followed more of their advice. But I always listened to them, but I should have followed more of their advice.
Mm-hmm.
And
And you could
but
have a better life, is it?
yeah, yeah, I should have went to a big college. I went to a small one, community college.
They want you to go to big college, but you prefer the small one.
Yeah.
Graham, shout out to you. And Shanti said here, I worry about my kids' future more than mine. That is from Shanti. Yeah, I do the same, Graham. I worry about my kids. I don't worry about myself anymore. I worry about the future of my boys. Graham, what about you, Graham? What scares you the most about future? Hello JB, I would like to see future and what's ahead, and I would like to see years 3000. I don't know if I can see 3000 years myself. Hi brother Shanti
Hey,
from
Sean.
Shan. Okay. Anyone else? Yes, I agree. I worry about future for the next generation. There you go. This is what I asked for you before, and I think you missed it, but now you remember to say it, Monk. Thank you very much for staying there.
Yeah, I worry about my nephew. He's going to
You
college,
worry about your nephews?
I got a nephew. My sister has a son. He's going to college, and I know what goes on in college.
Right.
What they
What about
teach them
yourself?
nowadays,
Is there anything you
it's
are scared about yourself? What will happen to yourself or something? Instead of worrying other thing or other person, is there any scares? Is there any, I mean, something scares you about the future? I mean, for yourself? All right. Thank you. It's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I get the same internet problem sometimes too. I worry about my niece and cousin and nephew. It's from Seems you guys are very caring people about your relatives. Okay.
I
And
ain't
the
got
only
too many left.
benefits to being bored is to keep you alert, I guess. One monk. That is your second coffee, I think, John.
It's my third packet is instant Starbucks.
Oh my god, it's your third coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what happened to my background music. It's gone. It doesn't allow me now to play for some reason. Something wrong. It's not allowing me to play it on. So you still combing your hair there, Buds? You haven't got any answer to our several questions here. And that's a
What?
lot
Yeah,
of
them two,
coffee.
three
Is that
hairs, man,
coffee?
taking a long time. Put some dippity doo on that head there, bud, and come on up.
I don't
Yeah.
know. He's still combing his hair, he said. But I'm not
Put some
going
axle
to
grease
force
on it.
them to come up if they don't want to come up. Wow, John. New name, Mr. Coffee. He
Yeah.
said that is his third coffee.
Gonna put
Yeah,
some
I'm on
axle
my
grease
What
on
about
it.
Shishon? Do you want to come up in the
third
panel?
course.
In the hot seat? Okay, let me bring up another question here. Question and answer tonight. Question and answer. You guys are free to share something first for that question. Yes, I have to put somebody in my ear. Oh my god, really? I don't know what he mean there. Pamada?
Instead of dippity doo, he uses possum grease.
Yeah. Axle
Get the
grease.
olive oil. Get the olive oil. Use the olive oil. Olive oil would work, buds. Anything
Nobody
else,
knows
guys?
what
Come on.
dippity doo is.
got lemon. I bought my wife lemongrass yesterday.
What is that? It's a kind of grass or flowering plant.
Lemongrass.
Lemongrass. Ah,
Yeah,
that is a lemongrass.
yeah.
The living just spoke of her California.
Isn't that supposed to keep it away from mosquitoes and stuff? Lemongrass.
Yeah, that's what they told me. They said it repels mosquitoes. I put a fan out here to get rid of to blow the bugs away. To keep the mosquitoes away from me.
I got one of those little solar lamps that you stick out in the yard that it electrifies them. Looks like a little
Oh,
flame.
I,
It's solar powered, so I don't have to change the batteries all the time.
yeah, I didn't see any of those. I got I picked up one that's like a fan that sucks the bugs in it. It's a light that sucks them in and dries them up. There's a lot of bugs out here.
I don't
Okay,
have
here's
too
the
much
next
problems
question.
with mosquitoes.
I don't know if you have this thought in yourself, but let's just talk about this. And just drop it there, Mark, through it, and John. What do you think is the world will be like 20 years in the future?
That's scary.
That's scary. Is that scary you? The question scare you now.
Well, I'm not
one
scared. I
world
mean, it just
one world
yeah,
order,
yeah.
more socialism,
You think
more
so? There will be worse extreme weather, JB. You mean the weather as normal now is going to change? Shanti?
Well, weather is weather, you know. I mean, you can't predict weather. They talk about all that change. That's nonsense, you know.
they don't. The one thing they don't talk about is that the Earth's axis shifted. I called up the university in Fargo because my wife said, "No, that's not true." I said, "All right, I'm gonna call that. I'm gonna call the college here and talk with the guy." So I called him up, and he said, "Yeah." He said, "It's the axis of the Earth shifted, and they had to reset the GPS for the satellites." Which I don't know why they don't ever talk about that, but the people in college know. But they don't ever talk about how much the axis of the Earth shifted, and it's just a
Do you
natural
think
process.
do you think the world will be better in 20 years or worse?
I think it'll be the same, pretty much the same. It's just there's probably a lot that we don't know that's going on because everything's so censored.
But I mean, let's say, yeah, okay, let's not think about the world. I mean, about your family and yourself. Do you think it would be far away better after 20 years or so? This is funny. Look at this, what Sean said. Flying cars and talking robots. You told them what to do and they clean and cook whatever else left of the list.
I think they already have all that stuff, but it's not a.
Will be. Do you think, Sean, this will going to happen after two? I mean, in 20 years. This is funny. Yeah. I can imagine that could be possible because, like it's us now. I mean, uh, when I was young, There is no washing machine, I think, when I was young. 1980s, 1980. We don't have anything. But now it's changed. Totally changed. We actually live in when I was young we are living only in the grass house, but now I mean our lives change. You know what I mean? The weather is going to cause more hurricane and forest fires and extreme heat in the places that usually don't get hot. This could be possible as well. We're already there and all that's happening now. To have the robots.
Well,
Okay, you
you
My
think
just
wife
got
that
to
grew up.
be more sensitive to your environment. Like in California, they need to, clean up their woods and stuff instead of letting it build up. That's why they have so many fires out there. You take care of where you live.
so you guys think it's going to be much better in 20 years or worse?
I, I think there might be things that are better, and there might be things that are worse. So,
You got a good point there.
um, it might be chaos, more chaos for the people that are having hard times. So you just have to pick your environment, I guess. Try to go to the safest places.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't see it getting any better anytime soon. If you look at the world
It,
news and stuff, things going on around the world.
yeah, I don't even watch news for the last 5 years. I quit watching. Look,
I heard some news when because there are some movies as well that it replays what happened in the past. Well, if you compare what happened in the past and the present now is totally different. Like the Sean saying earlier that this robot and this and that yeah, we don't actually have lots of machines before. We do wash hand wash before, but now we don't hand wash anymore, right? Because now we are using washing machine to wash. Technology will be better, but the poor will be more poorer, I think. Oh, that sounds bad. You think so, Sean?
Oh yeah, I think so myself.
That the poor will be more poorer?
Well, if you got to look at where the money's going, all this money going to the arms race. These companies that build tanks and airplanes. They're the ones making all the money, and drug companies they're making a buku. Pfizer, if you bought stock in Pfizer before the pandemic, you'd be a millionaire now. They made a lot of money on that. Pfizer, Johnson.
Okay, here's the thing. What's the Sean Williams said? To be honest, the world going today, it might get worse than what you see right now. A lot worse. I always keep positive from Sean, and another one from him. It's going to be like that movie Back to the Future Part 2 joke.
Escape from New York.
Oh goodness. There are many things that scares me as well about the future, like you know, it's like changing. Uh, even in Philippines, they are changing those people in the government, and it would be worse than before. You know what I mean? That is one part that I'm scared about because the rules is keep on changing. whenever the government change, I mean the president change, and you're gonna have a changes about the rules in the government again. And before, paying taxes is not too painful in my ass, but now it's getting worse. Give me hoverboards, things change. That's funny, Sean.
Well, my dad told me a
Everything's
long
changed.
time ago that the way politicians make money, say they build a road, they build a building, and they buy stock from and they change the rules on stock and stuff, and uh,
Yeah.
that's how
Speaking of
they
that
make
as
money.
well, because my first house that I built is close to the main road, and when they are trying to do this widener, they are trying to make the road wide, make it wider, and the veranda of my house is going to be destroyed because the widening is going to hit the front of my house. That, you see, it's starting to change. It's like there are many things that scares me because of the government rules that they are trying to change everything. So the land that I bought is affected, like, really. Now the government is going to make the road bigger and it will hit my house.
Yeah, they
To
call it
ruin.
intimate domain. They got the same rules over here in America. They want to build a road through your farm. They could do it. And pay you like pennies for what it's worth.
Pennies on the dollar.
Or if you don't want to
They
sell it to
actually
them, they'll just
came to me.
confiscate it.
That was 2 years. That was 2 years ago before I built my the fence, because I fenced around my two house in Philippines. So they my our barangay official came when I tried to fence my land, and they said to me that you are trying. They're worried that because of the widening of the government wanted to make the road bigger, and that will hit the part of the front of my house. So if you guys notice the picture, I mean the video that I posted it, that I put my fence is like uh backwards, because I had to put a gap on that widening road that they are trying to say 2 years ago. So what I did is to think in advance, just in case that they will gonna make it wider, the road, so at least the fence is not going to be affected, because of the rules of the government. They are trying to make it bigger, the road, and it hit my house. There are many changing. I mean, there are many changes. Even the rules of the government, paying the taxes, this and that, it's it's changing.
Yeah, that's the way they do it.
That's why
That's
I
how
don't
they make
really
money.
go. So why do they need to make the road bigger? I mean, it's safe enough before. The car can pass two ways. And why do they need to make it bigger?
It's how
I
they
don't
make
get
money.
it.
It's how the government makes money.
In Fargo, you
How,
got to pay two taxes
how,
if you live on the corner of the block. If you have a
how do
corner
they
house,
gonna make a money of destroying others' lives, like, destroying the house of others? How do they will gonna make money for that? I mean, owning
well,
the land, or
Well, they're not going to pay you what the land's worth for one thing. Then they steal the money from the project. That's like if they're building a road, half that money goes to their brother who's frickin' or their cousin who's a contractor who's building the road. So they one hand washes the other. They give it to their friends or something like that, then they just get a kickback for giving the contract to the road builder. So
Oh,
they
I
make
didn't
money.
realize that. Well, that's for
So
me.
if I
I'm not agree with it.
yeah, I
So what
mean
I
it's nothing you can do. They've been doing it forever. I mean
yeah, like I said, there
it's
are many
that's how
changes.
the government's money.
Yeah, that
Well, the
scares me as
politicians make the
well. What
money.
will happen to that? That's one reason why I don't really vote. I don't want to talk about politics because I hate the way, you know,
We
government, the
don't
way
want to talk about
government.
corruption. Oh,
Mm.
got a new broom.
Oh, you
Well, they
have the
just
room.
My wife, yeah, my wife bought new one.
they just built the in my hometown back in Martin. They built the library. A public library, and you know that the the mayor of that town got a kickback off building that, and or he got his cousin, one of his buddies, to build it, a contractor, and they get kickbacks off the building the building, and the you
Right.
know, and it's always overpriced. So
Mo is in
it's
the
just a
house as
vicious
well.
cycle.
Shout out to you, Mo. Thank you very much for being here. And you have a message here from Sean William. I agree with you 100%. I don't care about politics or
Yeah,
any of the headache. That's one reason why I don't vote at all because I don't like the way they rule the
I
government.
voted for my brother.
It's
I wrote my
just,
brother's name in.
it doesn't make any sense for me the way they rule it. Okay, these politics are very nice during the elections, but once they on their chair, I mean, they win and they forget about people who vote them. You know what I mean? That's why I don't want to vote. How are you doing
Well,
today, Mo? Thank you very much for being here. Oh, there you go. Well, they started swimming out there to Dijon. I smashed the like button. Thank you very much, Mo. I appreciate that. Mm,
well, the thing about politics is that you don't you have to know what's going on so you can work around their rules and stuff. I mean, if you don't if you don't pay attention, they'll make a rule or I mean that you don't know about, then they'll just get taxed on it.
I'm good too,
So
Mo.
like the
Thank you very
farm,
much.
so like farmers and stuff, they have to.
Well, that's the thing as well. You see, I mean, being a farmer is not easy, but then when it comes to buying their product, and they are just buying very cheap, but they don't realize that how difficult farming. What time now for you? It's now, hang on, it's 10:54. It's almost 11 p.m. here, Mo. 11 p.m. evening, Saturday evening. So yeah, it's almost Sunday here. What time is it your location, Mo? Hello, Shan from Mo. Okay, so uh, that's uh, that's the last topic, guys. If you wanna share something, Mo, if you wanna share something about the last question there, I pin up. It's in top of the chat. If you wanna share something about that one, we are talking about uh what would be the world in the future in 20 years. It must be scary to see. There are negative result. I mean, that will happen in 20 years, but I'm pretty sure there is a good and bad will gonna be happen. 5 p.m. here. Africa. Ah, so you are in Africa, right? So you are. So I'm ahead, right? I'm ahead like uh,
four,
like
4 hours.
7 hours.
Mhm. So my granddad, he had a farm. He had 100 acres, and
Mm,
when he first had it, they didn't. He wasn't taxed on the land, but after the years went by, the people that got elected in the office, they started taxing his properties. They called it property tax. So
that the worst thing for me that's scary. I mean, it's a pain in my ass is paying the tax. In Philippines, if you have, let's say, if you have a concrete house there are many people are building their house there, but they don't really paint their house because the government are having a different charge when it comes at if I mean paying your tax every year. If your house is concrete and fully painted, then there's a different prices for that one. That's why there are most actually most houses in especially in my village they don't paint it because of that reason. Because if your house is fully painted or it's fenced and if you have the fence and it's fully painted, then they charge you a lot. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
that's do it over here. Like if you
Is it?
got a like my
I'm losing you there. Mark Truitt, can you hear me? I cannot hear you now. We lost you. Can you hear him, John?
No.
I cannot hear him either.
Oh,
He's gone.
yeah. Must have.
He's gone. I think he's having 7 hours. Yeah, I think so more. It's 7 hours different. I counted it. So I'm ahead 7 hours to you in up from I mean in your location in Africa. Yeah,
I
that
have
is a
8
hard.
a.m. for me.
You are 8 a.m. there. Are you ahead
Yeah.
or behind me?
Uh, behind you. You're in the
Behind.
Philippines, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm not in Philippines. I'm here in Hong Kong.
Oh,
But yeah, my
oh.
Hong Kong time and Philippines is the same. I don't know what happened. Oh, okay, he's here back.
Okay.
What's happened to you there? You drop yourself?
I don't know. You put me on backstage.
No, I did not drop you off. Come on. What happened is you
I didn't
froze.
touch anything.
You froze
Oh,
first. You froze. I think you are out of the range.
the
I mean,
the
you're out of the
algorithm got mad
internet.
at you.
So yeah, we lost you
The
there.
new the new racism is algorithms. They choose
I'm
and
not
pick
frozen
where you
anymore.
belong.
What I was saying earlier, before I got frozen, somebody builds $1 million house down the road, it's going to cause
All right,
my, you know, eighty
go
thousand
ahead.
dollar house up, you know. So,
Yeah,
so they
but
do it as
it's
a community.
most
Taxes on
houses. I
your house
mean,
is going to go up, are going to
in
go
my
up if
village, most
somebody
of the
builds
house
a
there
bigger
they don't
house.
paint it because of paying of the taxes because they are charging you. Uh, depends how your properties. I mean, how big and how your house is. if it's fully painted or concrete. Well, that's why my father said to me that you should just keep your grass house instead of paying taxes. Because I built a house for my parents as well because I don't want us to live together. So what I did, I had to build them a house which is concrete as well, and they said to me, "No, we are not going to paint this house because otherwise we have to pay lots of taxes." So yeah, they end up of not painting their house. So it's just like that. Their house is like a gray. It's a gray because they are trying to
Well, it's a good.
avoid paying the taxes.
Well, it's a good idea if you're going to sell the house, but if you plan on keeping it, you don't want your taxes to go up.
Well,
If
I
you're
don't
going to
know
sell
what will
it, so
happen. My house is
okay.
built for my boys when when they have their own family. That's one reason why I had to build a house because I don't want to see my boys in the street. So that's well, it depends with my boys if what they wanna do because we never know what will happen in the future, right? So maybe they go and live to other country or you never know where they want to live, but at least I have something for them to lean on, you know what I mean? As a single parent for my
Yeah,
boys, I just tried my best to provide what they need because I don't want them I don't want them to suffer what I have suffered that at my young age, and my family was almost live in the street because we don't have anything. Like I said, our topic is before and now is totally different. And we never know what will happen in the future, right? Like in 20 years. Could be bad, could be good. We never know.
yeah.
I
I
still
ain't
see
never been
seven people
evicted,
in.
but I got I'm close.
Well, well, like I said, we cannot tell what will happen. But at least, like I said, there are scary. There are something that we scare. I'm scared about the future. Yeah? Hang on. All right. Okay. So yeah,
Well,
that's
well, if you look at history, there's always been in the world, so you never know when there's another war gonna come down. You know, Philippines is right in the middle of the kind of like on the borderline of
mm,
different countries. They're fighting over crap.
well, that's a thing. Well, so I think that's all about it for tonight, guys. So it's getting late here, and I have a plan with Cowgirl. You call her Cowgirl, right? So yeah, I have a plan to meet her tomorrow for an adventure. So I would like to thank you all of you for joining me to this live stream tonight. John,
Well, tell
thank you
her
very
off.
much for your time, of course, and enjoy your weekend with your little one. And best regards to your wife, of course. And thank you very much, Margaret, for joining. And Mo, thank you very much if you are still there.
I'm hanging on here to her hat, therefore.
Yeah,
I told her to
Sean, thank you
package
very
deal.
much. Yeah, that's cool one. Thank you guys to those who joined me earlier, Shanti, Yads, and I don't know who else. Mong, thank you very much for joining me in the panel. So that's it. That's it now, guys. So see you next time. Bye bye and have a great weekend to everyone. Bye bye.